Good day everyone, I am Jacqueline A. Sagpao from BSc 1-6. And for today's video, I will represent my topic which is delinquent opportunity theory and drift theory. So before we start, I will first familiarize all of you with the following words. What is delinquent? Delinquent, these are the offenses committed by juveniles or minors, and in other words, these are the wrong behavior done in society. But take note, these are not called crimes because crimes are for adults and they are called criminals. But if certain acts or offenses are committed by minors, it is called delinquent acts. And next, what is opportunity? These are the chances or possibilities that the minor sees and observes. That's why they commit an offenses. And last, what is theory? It is an explanation of something why an individual or minors committed delinquent acts. This passage is according to Karnkovich and Giordano 1979. This passage only means that people, especially minors from low socioeconomic backgrounds, have few opportunities for success. That's why they are pushed and engaged in delinquent acts to achieve the success and to survive. This wrong behavior is unplanned, but they can do nothing but grab this opportunity to survive on a daily basis even if it is wrong. These are the important persons involved in this theory. First is Lloyd Olin. Who is Lloyd Olin? He was an American sociologist and criminologist, an expert in criminal justice who was well known for his work related to juvenile delinquency. He was born in Belmont, Massachusetts, USA on August 27, 1918. Olin was a sociologist by training, and his work shed light on the conditions that gave rise to juvenile crime. He died at his home in Santa Barbara, California on December 6, 2008 at the age of 90. And then next is Richard Cloward. He was a sociologist, activist, author, and professor at the School of Social Work at Columbia University. He was born on December 25, 1926 in Rochester, New York. He is the one who influenced the strain theory of criminal behavior and the concept of anomie, but sadly he died on August 20 because of lung cancer. So according to the perspective of Cloward and Olin, minors commit crimes or delinquent acts because they aren't able to fulfill expected roles. For example, working an honest job, which creates strain or called strain theory. But what is strain theory? These are the theory that can be connected to criminal etiology. Criminal etiology is the origin or cause of why crimes were committed, but when it comes to strain theory, ang theory na ito naman ay tumutukoy naman sa sanhi, pinagmulan at naging bunga na isang krimen. The main reason why minors conduct delinquent acts is because of frustration due to unattained goals. Anyways, let's continue to discuss my main topic. So where do young people who do not have any legitimate opportunities turn? According to Cloward and Olin, many turn to subcultures. But what is subculture? Subculture is a culture created within a society wherein these cultures were considered to be deviant or contrasting to the culture of the larger group or the majority of the population in the society. There are three types of subculture: criminal, conflict, and retreaty subculture. What is criminal subculture? Criminal subculture are characterized by utilitarian crimes such as theft. Basically, it means that the youths have the opportunity to succeed by doing crime or delinquent acts. He or she do a crime to reach the success or goal they want. While in conflict subcultures, it simply means that to be able to reach the success is to do conflict, is to be a member of the gang, to have territories, so that there will be formed subculture which is for making conflict or violence. Lastly is retreaty subculture. These are the young people who have even failed in the criminal subcultures. These people are commonly called double failures. These tend to retreat to drugs and alcohol abuse to deal with the fact that they have been rejected from other subcultures, or means to be able to escape to the problems, they retreat to drugs and alcohol. So let's move forward to the next topic. What is drift theory? Drift theory, or also called neutralization theory, was originally proposed by Gresham Sykes and David Matza. This theory claims that delinquents use techniques of neutralization to rationalize their delinquent and or deviant behaviors, meaning to say that people are always aware of their moral obligations. They already know the right and wrongs, Whenever that they do or commit illegitimate acts, they think of ways on how to neutralize the guilt that comes with the commission of crime. They block the conscience in their mind so that they cannot feel guilty about the crimes they have done. These are the important persons who proposed this theory. Gresham Sykes, he was born on May 26, 1922 in Plainfield, New Jersey, US and died on October 29, 2010 in Virginia. He was an American criminologist known for his work or contribution to the study of delinquency and prisons. He studied sociology in Northwest University and he taught at several universities before becoming professor in University of Virginia. Next is David Matza. He was an American sociologist who taught at University of California. He was born on May 1, 1930 in New York, USA and died in Berkeley on March 14, 2018. He is best known for his books on deviance and delinquency, Delinquency and Drift on 1964 and Becoming Deviant on 1969. There are 5 ways or techniques of neutralization theory. Denial of responsibility, denial of injury, denial of victim, the condemnation of condemners, and last, the appealing to higher loyalties. What is denial of responsibility? For example, sabihin mo na they made me do it, I don't have a choice, pinilit lang ako. I am just a victim too. For example, you cheated on your wife and sasabihin mo na nilasing ka lang, that's why you did that mistake. Next is denial of injury. For example, you cheated on your wife and your wife doesn't know that you cheated on her. Common words ng husband nila that wala namang nasaktan no one was aggrieved or no one was harmed. Third is denial of victim. Means you think that the victim deserves what you did to him or her. For example, you cheated on your wife because you think that she deserved it dahil hindi ka niya inaasikaso and you just look for someone else to take care of you. Fourth is the condemnation of condemners. Means to the point where blame is diminished because the offender feels they are targeted and just you're out of spite. The offenders believe that the condemners' behavior are just as bad as theirs. For example, you caught your husband cheating on you because someone told you. Then ang sasabihin ni husband, sinisiraan lang tayo niyan, inggit lang yan, I can't do that to you, hindi yan totoo, o hindi totoo yung binibintang niya sa akin. And lastly, appealing to higher loyalties means that the offender said that his or her offense was for the greater good or for everyone's good. So these are the 5 ways or techniques of neutralization theory to lessen or block the guilt of the offenders.
For the summary, delinquent or differential opportunity theory. This theory has 2 proponents. They are 1. Lloyd Oling, 2. Richard Cloward. 3 types of subcultures: criminal subculture, conflict subculture, retreatist subculture. Next topic: drift or neutralization theory. This theory has 2 proponents. They are 1. Gresham Sykes, 2. David Matza. Drift theory. There are 5 ways or techniques of neutralization. Denial of responsibility, denial of injury, denial of the victim, condemnation of the condemners, appeal to higher loyalties. Drift proposes that techniques of neutralization are a way for adolescents to find release from conventional restraints of society. Dr. Sykes and Dr. Matza developed this theory after observing how inmates and corrections officers learn to rationalize rule breaking. According to Sykes and Matza, most delinquents have the same values, beliefs, and attitudes as those law-abiding citizens. Some juveniles learn techniques that allow them to neutralize such values and attitudes temporarily. Such a theory proposes that delinquents disregard the controlling influences of rules and techniques. And that's all of my report. Thank you all for being here today and taking the time to patiently listen to what I had to say. I wish you all a blessed day.
So again, I am Jacqueline A. Sagpao from BSC 1-6 and thank you for listening.